Hello, everyone. My name is Zhihan Bi. The complex problem I have researched and analyzed is China's gun ban. Next, I will discuss this problem in detail through this presentation. So China is one of the countries with the strictest gun control in the world. According to China's current legal policy, Chinese society completely prohibits private ownership of rifles, pistols, and imitation firearms of all kinds. That is to say, in China, except for armed forces such as the army and the police. Ordinary citizens do not have the right to carry guns. And in 1996, the Chinese government implemented the current gun ban policy, which completely prohibits the private manufacture, sale, transportation, and possession of all kinds of guns and bullets. In addition, China also strictly controls imitation firearms and certain types of toy firearms. Those who manufacture and sell such firearms also face severe legal sanctions if caught. Therefore, it can be said that the Chinese government has adopted the strictest regulatory measures on the issue of guns. In China, the problem of gun ban is a complex social problem. There have long been two different views on the Chinese government's gun ban policy. One will suppose China's current gun ban policy, and the other view opposes China's current gun ban policy. Next, I will introduce and discuss these two different viewpoints. Supporters of the gun ban policy argue that China's strict gun controls keep citizens away from the threat of gun crime. Crime in China has continued to decline since the strict gun ban was implemented, according to official government figures. In other words, the strict gun ban policy has made Chinese society safer. Therefore, supporters of the gun ban policy firmly believe that it is necessary for China to adhere to a strict gun ban policy for a long time to better protect the safety of citizens and maintain social stability. On the other hand, opponents of the gun ban policy believe that there are some obvious problems with the current gun ban policy. So the current gun ban policy needs to be adjusted. Opponents claim that the black market for guns in China's border areas is rife, and that the illegal gun trade has persisted for ordinary local residents. These illegal guns pose a serious threat to their lives, because ordinary citizens cannot legally own guns, so they will be powerless to fight back when they are attacked by illegal gun owners. Opponents also point to a large number of controversial cases involving imitation or toy firearms in China each year, because the standards for identifying firearms in Chinese law are so low. Manufacturers of imitation or toy firearms can easily break the law and get arrested. In fact, the imitation firearms or toy guns produced by these manufacturers are not actually lethal. So, the rationale for arresting them has been debated. Therefore, opponents of the gun ban policy argue that the Chinese government should relax gun identification standards and allow some citizens, such as ordinary citizens living at the border, to legally own guns. They believe that reasonable modifications to the current gun ban policy can help Chinese society to progress and develop better. In my opinion, China's strict gun ban policy has indeed had a huge impact on Chinese society. From the current point of view, the strict gun ban policy has greatly reduced the number of violent crimes and made Chinese society more stable and harmonious. Of course, the current gun ban policy does bring some problems in the implementation process. For example, there have been many controversial cases involving imitation or toy firearms, as well as inconsistent enforcement standards across regions. However, in general, the gun ban policy is in line with China's current national conditions and the current level of social development in China. So, in conclusion, changes in gun control policy should be in line with social development. So, for now, China should indeed implement a strict gun ban policy. However, when the Chinese society in the future becomes more civilized and open, and the cultural quality of citizens generally improves, the relaxation of gun control will become a natural thing, and it will not bring very serious negative effects. Therefore, in the long run, relaxing and modifying strict gun control policies is entirely achievable and likely to happen. Okay, these are some references I used. Okay, that's all for my presentation. Thanks for listening.